Throughout history, humans have devised unimaginable ways to inflict pain. Some tortures were punishment, some were warnings to others, and some were sheer cruelty. Today, we explore the 20 most brutal tortures in history and uncover the dark truths behind them. Number 20, crucifixion. Used famously by the Romans, crucifixion was designed not just to kill, but to humiliate. Victims were nailed or tied to wooden crosses and left for hours, sometimes days. They died from exhaustion, dehydration, or suffocation. Bystanders watched as every movement caused excruciating pain, an execution designed to terrify an entire city. Number 19. Garrote, a metal collar tightened slowly around the victim's neck until the windpipe and arteries were crushed. It became common in Spain and Latin America, quietly ending lives while inflicting terror in the final moments. Number 18. Rat torture. Rats were confined in cages pressed against the victim's body. Heat applied to the cage forced the rats to gnaw through flesh to escape. It was slow, terrifying, and left both physical and psychological scars. Number 17. Brazen bull, a hollow bronze bull heated from below. Victims' screams echoed like the bull's roar. This ancient Greek method was as much about terrifying onlookers as punishing the condemned. Number 16. Iron-spiked chair. Victims forced to sit on hidden spikes. Their own body weight drove metal into flesh, often over several hours. Sometimes the chair was heated for added agony. Number 15. Scaphism. Victims trapped between boats, fed milk and honey, and left floating on stagnant water. Insects and exposure consumed them slowly. Death could take days, while their cries served as warnings to others. Number 14. Flaying skin peeled from living humans. Pain, shock, and blood loss made this method one of the most terrifying punishments known to man. Number 13. Impalement. A sharpened stake driven through the torso or lower body. Victims were sometimes left alive for hours to die in full view of onlookers. A gruesome public warning. Number 12. Judas cradle. Victims lowered slowly onto a pyramid-shaped seat. The body was torn gradually, prolonging suffering while spectators watched in horror. Number 11. The Spanish tickler. Metal claws ripped flesh from limbs, leaving bones exposed. Often combined with other tortures, the psychological terror was immense. Number 10. Hanged by hooks. Metal hooks pierced shoulders or ribs, suspending victims in the air. Pain, bleeding, and the constant threat of death made this a slow, agonizing punishment. Number 9. The saw. Victims hung upside down while a large saw cut slowly through the body. Blood rushed to the head, prolonging agony as every second became unbearable. Number 8. Lynching, death by 1,000 cuts. Slow slicing of flesh over hours. Each cut deliberate, prolonging agony until death arrived. Reserved for the worst crimes, it was feared even more than the crime itself. Number 7. The wooden horse. Straddling a sharp-edged beam, body weight tore flesh and sometimes damaged bones over hours. A favorite method for punishing rebels. Number 6. Coffin torture. Victims were locked inside coffin-sized boxes for days. Starvation, thirst, and suffocation became the executioner, turning time into a tool of torture. Number 5. Hot iron branding. Red-hot irons pressed into flesh left permanent scars and intense pain. Used to mark criminals and humiliate them for life. Number 4. The cat's paw. Pincers tore nails, skin, and muscle from the body, often used alongside other tortures, leaving victims permanently disfigured. Number 3. Rat cage hanging. New. Victims placed above a cage filled with rats. Heat forced the rats to climb and bite, tearing flesh in a slow, horrifying way. Psychological terror was as deadly as the physical pain. Number 2. Scalding wax torture. Molten wax poured onto victims' bodies in stages. The slow dripping caused excruciating pain, blistering skin, and leaving permanent scars. Witnesses often fainted at the sight. Number 1. Scalding sand torture. Burning hot sand poured over bound bodies, searing skin and suffocating victims. Prolonged exposure made death slow and agonizing, leaving survivors permanently scarred if they lived. These tortures were more than punishments. They were warnings, demonstrations of power, and lessons in fear. Behind every empire and palace were shadows, echoes of suffering. Remember history, so humanity never repeats it. History is dark. Knowledge is light.